Hey, what's up guys? I'm back. I am doing a little Chris notes. We had a week off, and so I'm gonna let you know what's happening heading into Redbud. Redbud! Yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about. That's heading up next. The series is broke into 3 4-race segments. So I'm gonna refer to them as first period, second period, and third period, kind of like hockey. We're heading into the second period, guys. First period's over, and I'm going to analyze that and kind of let you know where it is heading into the third period. But hey, guys, I want to remind you to subscribe. I know, blah, 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 subscribe. And for some of you guys have hit me up and said, hey, I subscribe, but I don't get the videos. You got to click that little notification thing if you want notifications on there. I usually don't do that, but if you do, go for it. If you don't want to see my face pop up when I do videos, don't click it. All right, guys, I want to thank Tyler Sharp at Pinned Industries, and I'll put a link to he does graphics, shirts, logos, for the new Cooksy Media logo that he sent me. It's awesome. I dig it. So, yeah, hit up Pinned Industries and Tyler Sharp. I mean, I knew I was in good hands when he hit me up and said he'd offered to kind of do something, because every time I see this dude at the track, he is on point. He is literally the Justin Bogle of our local track. He is style. So anyway, guys, let's get into this thing.
I'm in the empire business.
Everybody love everybody!
You all know exactly who I am.
All right, guys, so I'm going to start with Redbud, the 450s, and then go into the 250s. Let's start with the point leader, Chase Sexton. Here's a fun fact. Chase Sexton has not had near the dominance as Jet Lawrence in the 250 class. Jet has won all 4 races. Would you be surprised to know that Chase Sexton has a bigger point lead than Jet Lawrence? Jet has a 12-point lead. Sexton has a 13-point lead. What Chase needs to do is stop with these mistakes. We're about to hit that portion of the season, you know, the second period, the rounds 4 through 8, that are Eli's good tracks. And now what's going to happen is he's going to want to go extra to stave off Eli and battle for those points. He has got to eliminate and clean up those mistakes. If he doesn't clean up the mistakes, this is where the season turns into a wash in the second period here. If he can keep on to Eli and either equal or just only lose a couple points to him and he's got 13 to play with. If he can keep this thing within a few points heading the last 4 rounds, we know Sexton's good when it comes to pressure. He just does good. He doesn't when he makes these stupid mistakes. It's not when he's under pressure. He does it when he's out front relaxing, much like James Stewart. So when he's intense in a battle or needing to focus, that extra focus, he seems to get it done. But that's where we're at right now. Eli Tomac, we're heading into 3 of the strongest tracks that he has. Redbud, Southwick, Millville. I mean, the dude is amazing at all 3 of those tracks. And then after that, it's Washougal before we go into the third period. We get that one, another break. But he's even good at Washougal. So if he doesn't come out of these 4 rounds with a pretty sizable point lead, or at least control this series, it's going to be interesting. I like it. This season's so much fun. And then you got Ken Roczen, who just refuses to quit. I could not be happier to have been wrong about where his career was headed. I thought it was over. I figured he was done. He said, don't effing doubt me. I won't. I'm not going to doubt you anymore. Ken, fight for 5th, fight for 8th, fight for 1st, but just as long as he's fighting and looks. See, that's the thing. People think that I was bagging. I wasn't bagging on him. I just don't want to see an all-time great out there giving less than what we know he has. If all he has is 5th place and he's giving all that and having fun, and we can see fire in riders. You can see when a guy mails it in. And it's almost borderline insulting to us as fans, because we're like, we're hyped. We're paying to watch this. We're waiting to DVR, analyze every moment. And if we don't think we almost feel cheated when a guy doesn't give us what they have. And we don't care what that is. We just want what they have out there. Like, if all you have is 5th and that's what you give us, great. If you crash and get 10th, like, as long as you're giving your effort, we'll cheer for you. And Ken Roczen, this is really cool. So The season hasn't played out like this because we've had these, these weird schedules because of the virus. And this year, it's almost like they built it for Roczen. 4 rounds, break. 4 rounds, break. 4 rounds. If he can get through these middle second period here, and he's within striking distance, whoo, yeah, this thing could be a really exciting 3-way battle to the end. And I actually expect it's going to be Sexton, Tomac, and Roczen all the way to the end. I don't see in these next 4 rounds, I don't see that Roczen, I think he probably took the week off. He's rejuvenated. He's happy. He had a win. That's a scary, you get a guy as talented as him, that's kind of scary. Then you got Anderson. Anderson, I think he's pretty much out for the title. He's had some bad runs. He's kind of inconsistent outdoors. He got that huge gorilla off his back by winning, the overall national. And I think he's going to get 1 or 2 more, and he's going to be the guy that's going to get up there and take away the point. He's going to take away points from some guys, and he's going to be the spoiler. So watch for Anderson to be spoiler. Dungey, same thing. He's also going to play spoiler. I wouldn't be shocked. I actually expect him to get, one way or the other, he's going to get on the podium here pretty soon. Would I expect him to win? No. Would I be shocked? No. It's Dungey. What do you, seriously. He was sick, and he still rode really well. But he's pretty much out of it. He's way out in the points. But gosh, it'd be cool to see him go out with some podium finishes and looking like a contender. And once again, the more guys up there to get in between these top 3 in battle just makes it so much more exciting. Christian Craig. Here's what I expect from Christian. Uber talented. He's got his contract signed for next year. He did really good at Paula, got that podium out of the way. He's going to be top 5 speed, but I don't look for him to have any flashes of brilliance. I don't see him winning. Maybe a podium or 2 in there until we get to Paula in the last round, and he's so good there. He might even win it. Barsha, expect him to be considerably better. That's what's cool about these kind of these little resets in between first period, second period, 4 rounds, 4 rounds, 4 rounds. Man, I should set the series up like this all the time. I think it's awesome. It gives Barsha a chance. He managed the first 4, didn't do real well, said he was sick, said he had bike issues. Now he got a week off to fix it. Where's he going to be? It's almost like a mini season opener at Redbud. So, yeah. Plessinger, man, I feel bad for Aaron Plessinger. He is, I just hope he gets it together. I really need him to get some confidence and just to remind himself he still can do it. Antonio Caroli has left the series. Such a bummer deal. I've addressed this a couple times. I don't think it's necessarily KTM's fault. Maybe they don't have the budget. The series doesn't pay. Let me just break something down while I get into, I'm just going to touch on it. Look how many fans are at Redbud. There's a lot of tickets sold. General admission tickets without parking is $60. It's an outdoor national track. They don't have to build it like Supercross. They don't have to rent a stadium. Yeah, they have insurance. Yeah, they have a lot of fees. They have to prep the track. There's a lot of expenses, but not as much as Supercross. Yet they're collecting about the same amount of money. Why can't we get some of this back to the teams and riders? This is how you recession-proof our sport. You have that baseline of money that these teams can make prior to getting their extra sponsors, so they have almost like a sales rep where they have, yes, you're probably going to get a commission, but if you have a base and your commission, it's almost easier. It's just better because you have that base that you don't have to worry about. You're going to be able to cover your gas, water, and food. Maybe you cut out the extras, but that's when you go get the extra stuff. So anyway, okay, that's enough. Rant over. Marchbanks. Love seeing this dude on the 450. He's in 10th in points. I look for him to have some, now that he's got comfortable in the first 4 rounds, he's built up a little bit. He's shown his Addison's disease has not affected him as much as it maybe could have. And if he can just slowly build, I would look for him to have a couple good motos, maybe a top 5. Maybe a whole shot, get up there and run with those top guys, kind of see that pace for a little bit. But the 450 that's his jam, man. That is absolutely his jam. Then you got some other guys. Joey Savacci, Shane McElrath, a couple of fill-in riders. Joey Savacci looks rejuvenated. This looks like the Joey Savacci that came out of the 250s that first year in Kawasaki, on fire, ready to contend. he's making the most of this, and God, I hope he lands something for next year. I don't know what's even available, but I would really like to see something happen for him. Shane McElrath, not known for his outdoor prowess. He's actually doing pretty good. He's holding the banner up well for the Rockstar Husqvarna team. I look for him to just keep getting better. He's going to be battling in there. You know, him and Savachi, they're going to be giving these guys like Craig, Barsha, Dungy, and Anderson, they're going to be giving them fits. They're going to be constantly right there on them. And that's it for your Cliff Notes on the 450s. 250s. Okay, we got a rookie debut. I'm going to sound like a siren. Rookie debut, rookie debut. This is one of the most heralded rookies we've had in the sport. This kid, I've been seeing this kid and hearing about this kid for years. He's part of the whole kind of California mafia. They had Carson Mumford, who was in Southern California. You had Ryder D, which was somewhere in that area. Jet Reynolds. I've been watching these kids at Loretta Lynn's and seeing and hearing about them forever. I hear Ryder D Francisco, thanks to this awesome new rule that lets amateurs test out the waters while they still maintain their amateur eligibility. I love that rule. Some people bitch about it, but I absolutely love it. I think it's cool. I think it gives these guys a taste of what they need to do, gives them a taste of a different track. We find out how they perform other than just at the ranch. We get to find out, you know, it really separates some talent levels. Jet Reynolds, speaking of him, he turned pro this whole season. Unfortunately, he got hurt before his Supercross debut. And I guess he's riding again. He posted that he's going to come back soon. I don't know when. I direct messaged him. Hopefully he'll get back to me and let me know what he's thinking. But as of right now, I'm not sure. Jet Lawrence, Hunter Lawrence. It's their show, guys. It's their world. All the other 250 riders are living in it. Those two have separated themselves from the pack considerably, both in talent and in points. Ironically, Jet only has a 12-point lead on Hunter, and Hunter looked furious after that last round. Hunter wants to win this title. No, I mean, obviously, I don't think there's anything you can get in between these guys. They're going to ride each other clean, and the best man will win. But I don't know about the end of this year who the best man will be. It might be Jet because he seems more talented, but Hunter seems to be able to grit it out, maybe just a touch more. Who wants it more? Yeah, it's fun to watch. I don't care that people get tired of me talking about the Lawrence brothers and how awesome they are and how talented they are and how generational they are. They're a great story, people. They're a great story, and I love them. Joe Schmoda, third in points. Joe is kind of part of their group a little bit. He likes both the Lawrence brothers, but he also really wants to win. He is by far the best Japanese rider ever to come over to the United States. He's won a Supercross. He runs up front outdoors. I love Joe Schmoda. He's awesome. Justin Cooper. Justin Cooper, and back to that whole, 4 rounds, then a break, 4 rounds, break. That's going to really help Justin Cooper. He came into this series not knowing quite where he was at because that nasty, nasty foot injury. Then he had another crash at Paula, hurt his shoulder a little bit. He nursed it through the first 4 rounds. He's probably out of it on points, but he's got some hole shots. He's proved he has speed. He just hasn't had that whole staying factor. Can he get up there and mix it in with the Lawrence brothers? He sure wants to. I mean, he's the one rider out there who is not scared to battle with the Lawrence brothers. Michael Mosiman. Man, I feel like an alcoholic or a habitual gambler who just says, I'm going to win the next one. I've got the next one. And I just keep thinking that Michael Mosiman's going to win because he's so fast, so smooth, looks so in control until he blows up. I don't even know what to say. I'm speechless. I'll probably pick him to win the next 5 rounds. Eventually, I'm going to be right? Like a broken clock every once in a while is right. Yeah. Levi Kitchen, here's another guy I've been raving about. How about that first moto in Colorado? He got the win ahead of schedule. Like, I really expected him to do better on this second period of the season, the 4 rounds in the middle, Redbud, Southwick, Millville. Those are the tracks where I really expect Kitchen to excel. I don't even know what the ceiling is. This dude may go 1-1 at one of these rounds. He may, I'm not sure. He's that good. Yeah, Mike's still on. Seth Hammaker, Styles Robertson, Max Voland, they're all pretty much that order in points. These 3 guys are both they're all like They need to get some time in, get some experience, and start with a base to build with. All these guys have had injuries, had to come back. That affects your confidence. They're all doing really well. I hope they just kind of keep what they're doing, stick around that 5 to 10 range, and just keep plugging away, chipping off rounds, and just so they go into 23 more confident with a base. You got to get back out there. You got to get the gate drops, and all three of those guys are doing great. And yeah, Pierce Brown. I love Pierce. He's a Utah guy. I'm a Utah guy. Yeah, I'm a bit of a homer when it comes to Utah kids because that's where I grew up racing. God, he's so good. He's just like Mosman. He's so good until he's not. A lot of good moto finishes followed by DNFs on that gas team. I don't know what's in the water over there, but if they could just smooth that thing out and bring back some of that Will Hahn magic, that would be awesome. Haven't seen that in a little while. So anyway, all right, guys. That's it for Chris Notes today. Yeah. So like, subscribe, hit the notification if you want to see when I do the videos. And yeah, stay out of trouble, man.